to talk about this game, sort of set the stage as both of these teams get their second group game underway here. Both teams, it was a good matchup, I think, in that opening game, but I think maybe left some things on the table there on either side. Great performances, but still some to be built on there. What are you expecting out of both squads as they take the field today?
Exactly that. To build on it, I think first and foremost, it was great for both teams to get a win, just to get that confidence and settle the nerves. I thought Mexico didn't play a great game. I left that game thinking, oh, was that it? There's more to give? I think they would agree with that. Also got a fantastic win, and you settle the nerves as well with the home crowd and being expecting that you are going to deliver. But for South Korea, it was a massive win. Not only did they come from behind to win, they didn't even have to score with Son there, who's their obviously icon and hero, so you'd expect more from him. I think this is going to be a really, really interesting group because the other two guys in Czechia and South Africa, those guys have to win now, so it forces this kind of crazy gung-ho feeling after just one game. So whoever wins this game, Mexico and South Korea, Mexico are the favourites, but for me, I fancy South Korea. Sorry, Mexico fans, don't shoot me. Just my opinion. I do think that South Korea will win this and take a real strong hold of that group.
Let's stay with that South Korea team because I think most people were expecting a performance from Son. He had a couple of opportunities on goal that were either saved or went wide. What else should we know about this South Korea team, and how do they match up against Mexico?
Well, they're just as quick, just as physical. They play a really technical game, again, playing through the lines really, really well. But they have pace and power. But the biggest thing that they could do better than most teams is they learn when to stop and not run. You see so many teams now just running all over the place. These guys are sit, they control it, they can control the game with and without the ball, which I think is very interesting. Again, look at the possession stats there, 62%. They don't really give away too many fouls, but the biggest one is that XG score at the bottom. 2.3 goals is huge in any game of football, but to do that at a World Cup against world-class opposition, that just shows you that these guys are the real deal.
What did you make of the comeback? Because obviously it felt like it was building, and then that goal came, and it felt like the building just erupted. What did you make of the game winner there?
But no, it is one of those situations where this is why sport is so great to not only watch, but we're so lucky to call it, because you can feel it happening, the anticipation, the buzz, the bubbling. It's like opening a fizzy can of Coca-Cola. You know it's going to pop, but you're just waiting for when, and bang, it happens. And it is fantastic.
When I look at Korea, their midfield is so creative. It's so inventive. And they have so many different ways to attack you, man. We saw it in the second half against Czechia. You have options up top with Son and Lee Kang-in, right? And they can kind of drift out wide and be a winger type role. The fullbacks go forward a lot as well. But what really hurt Czechia was the sneaky runs from midfield. Son would drop in, Hwang In-beom would go on a deep run. Lee Jae-sung would pop it over the top of the defense, and it would bamboozle Czechia's defense. They didn't know how to actually cover this type of movement. I think how creative Korea are on the ball is actually going to hurt Mexico. This is going to be a completely different game than the one Mexico faced against South Africa, because the Koreans are very technical on the ball when they go forward.
Vamos a ver si cambia la posición de Son Heung-min, no lo descarto, que cambie la posición de Son Heung-min y que le meta unos metros por detrás para meter otro delantero que puede ser Hwang Hee-chan, por ejemplo, arriba. La defensa de tres no la va a cambiar, evidentemente, el equipo surcoreano de Hong Min-bo, con los tres centrales habituales, por supuesto, con Kim Min-jae como mediocentro, como eje de los mediocentros, y ese doble pivote, insisto, Hwang In-beom como hombre clave. ¿Qué partido espero? Pues hombre, Corea del Sur va a complicar mucho a México. Va a ser un equipo atrevido, un equipo ofensivo, un equipo que va a ir al ataque, un equipo muy dinámico, como suele ser Corea del Sur, y México puede tener problemas. El partido se juega en Guadalajara. Por supuesto que México tiene muchas opciones de ganarle a Corea del Sur, pero yo voy a dar ligerísimamente favorita a México.